The number one reason why you're still overweight, the number one reason why you can't lose weight, despite actively trying, despite actually feeling really motivated, you may even use the word desperate to describe how much you want to lose weight right now. Why is nothing sticking for you? You know what? This isn't food, it's not nutrition, it's not exercise related either. These are merely surface level factors. Rather, this is a mindset or an attitude that if you are missing right now, you will never feel aligned to the point where this actually clicks for you. You will never lose the internal resistance that most people feel. You will never get through those quitting points where things start to get hard. You hit the weight loss plateaus, then give up. You're not sure what to do next. The binge temptation comes, the craving temptation comes. You can never push through any of these things if you're missing this mindset. What is it? That was a long rant. It's this: there's no believability. You don't actually believe it. You want it, you're motivated, you're desperate. You don't actually believe you're capable of it. You don't actually believe it will come to you. And this is not a you issue. It's really hard when I analyze every single area of my life. I think it's really hard to actually believe that I'm capable of doing something that I haven't yet achieved. It's almost like you need a little taste, a little smell of the success to get bought in. I'm not talking about consciously, because you can do all the research in the world. You can know that your best friend has maybe achieved the same outcome, and so the evidence is there that you can achieve said thing, in this case the weight loss. So on paper it's like, in theory, yes, I can do this. Do you deeply and unconsciously believe you actually can? And this is what pushes you through the quitting points. This is what keeps your head in the game. This keeps you getting back on track before the rebound comes, after you have that first binge and then go wildly off track. This is the stopgap. This is the thing, the check and balance, let's say, that most of us don't have, because it's so hard. It's so hard to believe that you're capable of getting the job that you really, really desire, having the career you really, really desire, finding someone you deeply love, cherish, and connect with, a wonderful partner, and then raising a fantastic family. It's really hard to believe those things will definitely, like without any single percentage point of hesitation. It's so hard to truly believe in those things without actually seeing some evidence of them. And this, again, this is not a you thing. This is like, I see this in my life. Maybe not in a health, weight loss, fitness sense, because I feel like I checked that box some years ago. But in other areas of my life, it's so, you play so small. There's so much doubt. There's so many limiting beliefs. There's so much fear. Again, even if in theory, yeah, I think I should be capable of losing weight, that doesn't actually mean that on every level of consciousness you're truly aligned to that mission, to that goal. This is the mindset, this is the attitude that guides the nutrition strategy. All of this stuff we do, like nutrition hacks, what I eat in a day videos, oh, get your little Fitbit, your Apple Watch, your Garmin, oh, hit cardio or strength training, or should I just get the steps in like Ryan talks about? This is all Fugazi, what's that film? Love it. Can't think. But this is all very, very, I don't want to say ethereal, but it is mounting out of molehill stuff the more that we debate all the tactics around weight loss. Because the truth is, most of us just have a consistency problem. Why do we deeply have a consistency problem? Consistency problem is behavioral, it's habits. This is why people say weight loss isn't just a transformation on the scale, it is actually a more spiritual mindset transformation. That's the big change that people really need to undergo. And I think fundamental to this is really increasing believability, finding evidence that you can actually do this so you're really aligned on that path, resistance free. You're not fighting yourself every step of the way. So the question becomes, how do we actually increase believability before we've actually achieved the result, to truly get bought into this process on every conscious level and make it feel so much more seamless, like we're not fighting ourselves every single step of the way? Well, there's three ways that I do this with my clients. The first is by reminding them that in other areas of their life, not health and fitness for a second, they have actually achieved things that they once didn't think they were capable of. So let's extract confidence and some faith from that and say, hey, look, you've got a health and fitness goal over here. You might not feel you're capable. There might be a lot of doubt around it, but you've done this, you've mastered other things in other areas that you once didn't believe you could achieve. Let's allow this to give us some faith that the same thing can be repeated here in a health and fitness sense. The second way to increase believability is the more physiological argument. I'll remind my clients, look, there is nothing scientifically or medically stopping stopping you right now from getting to 57 kilos, 70 kilos, 150 pounds, your healthy weight range, whatever that might look like for you. There is nothing. Somebody of your exact stats, somebody with your supposedly slow metabolic rate, they've done it before. Everything people get stuck on in terms of, oh, metabolism or genetics or hormones, this can all be overcome with the right planning, the right strategy. It's very rare that I see somebody that self-defines as a stubborn loser that actually, when I start working with them, is genuinely a stubborn loser. There are not these big physiological roadblocks that a lot of people think, but there are psychological ones, I absolutely concede. But this is how we increase believability. We just remind people that, look, there is nothing bodily. It's the mind that's the problem. There's nothing bodily that stops us here, that needs to stop us, when we can remove all of the emotionality, all of the, again, the mental stuff, the limiting beliefs, the fear out of it. You can do this. Your body is capable of doing this. Third way to increase believability, actually, this is the one that single-handedly changed my life. This is the one that's been most effective for me personally in my health and fitness journey. It's small win focus. Honestly, I never believed I could be as lean as I am today. I once thought I would be as lean as I was maybe 2 to 3 years ago, but just coming down a few more percentages in body fat, getting 6, 7, 8 pounds leaner, as I've done in recent years, I actually didn't, and seeing the physique that I now have, I definitely for a long time thought, there's no way, that's too much, that's too hard, that's too extreme, that's too aggressive, I'm not capable of that. But slowly along the way, the confidence gets boosted. Slowly along the way, you increase believability, you start buying into it being possible. And it is, you know, there is no overnight wake up like, I can really do this, I can get to 12% body fat. No, rather it is a progressive compounding, but it is the small win focus. It's taking pause in those moments where, all right, you might still have 20 pounds to go, but hey, you've lost 5, that's a quarter, that's 25% done. I'm gonna acknowledge it, I'm gonna appreciate it. I'm going to say well done to myself. I'm not going to come from this deficient state where I act like, oh, there's still a really big gap. I'm not there yet, though. Like, I can't celebrate. I used to be so bad at this. Oh, I can't celebrate this little victory because, well, I can't be happy for 5 pounds because I've still got 15 to go. Like, people are so ridiculously unfair on themselves with this. And again, I think that age-old anecdote of, hey, is that the advice you'd give your friend? Would you scold your friend like you scold yourself when they said that they'd met 25% of the weight loss target? No, you'd go, good for you, that's awesome. All right, still some ways to go, but this is a fantastic start. You should be really proud of this. Let's keep going. That's how you need to talk to yourself. So small win focus. And this is it. I genuinely believe that 90% of weight loss hopefuls, dieters, I genuinely believe this is the big gap that they're missing. It isn't the hours they spend trawling through YouTube videos, hiring personal trainers, doing research, nowadays talking to Claude or ChatGPT about, like, what do I need to do to lose weight? What am I missing with my diet? Like, what's the silver bullet? It's just this. It's mindset, it's attitude. Strategy matters as well. You need to get that right, but bloody hell, how many times have I covered this on this channel? This is the mindset that strings it all together. The mission is to increase believability before you've actually got the result, to free yourself from doubt and keep going. If you can master this one skill, the world is yours, baby. You can do this. It's absolutely possible. It's just so hard to actually believe it before you've had a taste of it, but that's how we achieve it. When I think about why I've been able to attract almost now 700 amazing clients to work with me one-on-one, right? That's 100 clients a year since I started this full-time in 2019. When I think about how I've been able to do that, it's nothing to do with nutrition information. All the information is free online. I cover so much of it in my videos. Of course, there's a layer deeper that's reserved for my clients. But honestly, what I really think my clients are paying me for when I break it down is believability. They don't believe they can do this themselves. When they hand over the money to me, I'm putting my belief in Ryan. I believe this guy can help me deliver those results. I believe if I work with this guy, I will actually do this. It's that guarantee. It's just that boost to confidence and self-esteem. Like, I'm gonna do this now because I've got a coach. I'm gonna do this now because I'm on Slim and Sustain. That's what we do, right? So this is the big mission. It's to increase believability and realizing that everything else is just a surface level tactic. It's not to say that tactics don't matter, but let's not put so much of our energy and our effort and our attention on, oh, carbs versus fat, or should I eat 80 grams or 90 grams of protein per day? None of this matters if you can't stay consistent. And for most of us, it's really hard to stay consistent because fundamentally, unconsciously, we don't really believe we're capable of this and that it will ever really work for us. and that makes us give up far more easily than we actually should. That's it. Increase believability. That's the mission. It'll change your life, not just in health and weight loss, every bloody area. Rant over.